Please call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation following. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, please bless our elected officials. Grant them the wisdom to know and the courage to do what is right for all citizens. Amen.
Amen. Roll call, please.
Allen. Here. Green.
Here.
LaFour.
Here.
Mistrovich.
Here.
Ricks.
Here.
Warren.
Here.
Yark.
Here.
Good to see everybody here tonight. Moving on for approval of minutes. Is there a motion?
Motion. Support.
Motion's been made and support. Any discussion on those minutes? Seeing not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We move on to audience comments on any non-agenda items. If anybody would like to comment on any non-agenda items? Very good. We will move on. Adoption of agenda. Mr. City Manager, changes?
Just one change under other business, patrol contract consideration.
Thank you. City Council, any changes? Being not, a motion to accept the agenda as
Amended.
amended? Yes, amended.
So moved.
Support.
What's been made and supported? Any discussion? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Is there a motion for the consent agenda?
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
What's been made and supported? There's no discussion on the motion. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Against? Motion does pass. We have 4 items for consideration this evening. The first one being consideration of board appointments for the Library Board and Recreation Board. Mr. City Manager?
Council is scheduled to consider making appointments to the Library Board and Recreation Board. On the Library Board, Jennifer Haas has reapplied for appointment, and on the Recreation Board, Michelle Aiken has applied for reappointment. Both boards are appointed by the City Council.
Thank you, sir. Is there a motion for the Library Board term?
I move to reappoint Jennifer Haas to the Library Board for a 2-year term with an expiration date of June 30th, 2018.
Support.
What's been made and supported? Any discussion? I think Jen's been on there for about 5 years now, and has done a very good job for us there, serving as chair at one point. Glad to see she's back on. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion passes. Is there a motion for the reappointment to the Recreation Board?
I make a motion to reappoint Michelle Aiken to the Recreation Board for a 2-year term with an expiration date of June 30th, 2018.
Support.
Any discussion on the motion? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We thank Elena for coming back to the Recreation Board for another 2-year term.
Michelle.
Item number 2 is consideration of adopting the 2017 City Council regular meeting schedule. I'm sorry, I said Recreation Board, I meant to say Library Board. Consideration of duration adopting the 2017 City Council regular meeting schedule. Mr. City Manager.
In order to comply with the Open Meetings Act, council has established the schedule for council meetings for the upcoming year. Before you, we've put together the dates that the meetings, the first and third Mondays, would normally fall. If council wants to continue with holding the July and August meetings at 6, they would need to add that to the motion. And then also the city clerk in the background brief called your attention to the 4th of July holiday. Our first meeting, the first Monday in July is July 3rd. Then we'll be off the 4th, so it's up to council whether you want to keep that on the 3rd or move that to maybe Wednesday the 5th.
Okay. Would council like to break from the rules right now and have a discussion on this before a motion?
Please.
Yes.
Yes.
Consensus?
Yes.
Okay. As the city manager brought up, July, August, we were going at 6 o'clock. Are we happy with that?
Yes.
6 o'clock? Yeah?
Works for me.
Yeah?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
it.
Okay. All right, and what about July 3rd is of course, a Monday. The 4th is on Tuesday. About having the meeting on the 5th. There could be some long weekends in there by taking that Monday off.
Yeah. I would vote
I'd prefer to have it on the 5th.
for the 5th.
5th,
Yeah.
okay.
I'd even go to the 6th.
I believe that was the only concerns that we had. Is that correct?
Correct.
Time of
Yes.
starting. Okay, so the motion should also read that the July-August meetings will start at 6 o'clock. And July 5th would be the schedule, if that's the understanding by the person who's going to make the motion? Okay? Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, is there a motion to be had then?
I'll make a motion to adopt the 2017 City Council meeting schedule with the correction of July 5th and 6 o'clock start time for July and August.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Is there any other discussion? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Moving on to item number 3, consideration of establishing a quarterly roundtable meeting date. Mr. City Manager.
The council is scheduled to consider scheduling your October quarterly roundtable. The administration sent out the October calendar page, and all of the council members marked off the dates that they were not available. The 2 dates remaining that appear to work best for everyone are Tuesday, the 18th, and Thursday, the 20th.
Okay, is council ready to make a motion on this, or would you rather, again, break from the rules and talk about it?
I mean, I'd like to talk about the dates real quick.
Okay, is that okay with council?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Dennis.
I'd like to see the 18th personally, just with the sporting events going on, football, on Thursday.
On Thursday? That's when you want it?
No,
No, you
not
don't
18th.
want it, okay, because JV?
Yep.
Okay.
But I can make it on Thursday.
Yep.
That's just, if it works for everybody else.
Okay, you would prefer October 18th then? Tuesday, October 18th. Beginning time, 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock.
Good for everybody?
Yep.
Okay. Then a motion will be in order.
I make a motion to schedule the special quarterly roundtable meeting of the City Council for October 18th, 2016, at City Hall, beginning at 6 p.m.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Any discussion?
We need to make sure there's cake.
Cake?
What's my birthday?
It's your
Oh, it's your
birthday.
birthday.
Oh,
Today's my birthday.
we'll have something, I'm sure.
Oh, my goodness. Thanks.
Okay. Any other discussion on this?
He knows it.
Audience participation? Back to the table? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Item number 4 is consideration of request to close M19 to conduct the annual homecoming parade for Richmond High School. Mr. City Manager?
Council is scheduled to consider the request we received from the Richmond High School to permit and conduct the annual high school homecoming parade on M19 from 5 to 6 p.m. on Friday, October 6th. We received an email from the student government advisor, Amy Smallwood.
Thank you, sir. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve the request from the Richmond High School to conduct the annual homecoming parade and direct the city clerk to apply to MDOT for permission to close M19 from 5 to 6 p.m. on Friday, October 6th to conduct the annual homecoming parade.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Discussion.
I do have a question. We're closing the entire street, because in the past, sometimes we've done half.
No.
Is it-
Several years ago, council requested that we close the whole street.
Okay, good,
That it was-
because that's what I wanted to make sure that's,
It's been probably, boy, the last 8 years, maybe?
okay.
At least,
8 or
yeah.
9 years.
But
since
we allow parking, do we not?
I
don't
believe,
think we-
we don't, yeah, at that time of day, we don't,
Yeah, we don't sweep the parking.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there was some concern with the band coming down
Mm-hmm.
the southbound lane, that cars were still going northbound, and so.
good, thank you.
You know, history on this, the parade used to be later, and I think it was probably more like a at least 5:30, if not 6 o'clock. And basically what you would do is you'd follow the parade back over to the football field for the homecoming festivities. A lot of things have changed over the years, that's for sure. But I believe the reason council changed this back to 5 o'clock, one of the main reasons, if I recall properly, was because at the time, the football team was not allowed to be in the parade because it was at 6 o'clock, and they were getting ready for the game at 7. So council changed the time to the earlier time so that the football team could be in the parade. I'm not even sure if that the football team that year was in the parade, but that time has remained. That is, I believe, it's too early in the day. I don't see the amount of people that used to be on Main Street. I would highly recommend that the school also takes a look at that and possibly holds it a little bit later. I wouldn't make any changes to the recommended motion here, but the 5 o'clock, there's a lot of people who aren't even back home from work yet. And I think, you know, to be a little more tied into the community, that the later the better. And I also know that there's been a change. It was going to be a campus-only parade, and there was talk from certain people in the community that it's a tradition, it needs to stay on Main Street, and the superintendent and those folks that have the say at the school district decided that, yes, it should remain on Main Street. That I'm appreciative. The Good Old Days Committee has offered to help in making the parade bigger and better, and hopefully the school takes us up on that. We know a little bit about parades, and we'd certainly like to enhance what we have there so that the memories are long and lasting and positive. So glad to see that this remained on the agenda, because it was pulled in the beginning. So and hopefully we have a great homecoming. Positive one. Great game. Good times for all of our people in the high school. Any other comments?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, hopefully, when we pull the permit, that the state will communicate that to their contractors. Was it not the case for Good Old Days that they started striping the road?
Yeah.
As we're getting ready for the parade. And it's sort of disappointing that, I mean, this is why you pull a permit, is to let MDOT know that we're closing the road, and for that information not to go amongst their contractors, that this wasn't the time to be striping the road.
Exactly. Exactly. I even got sprayed in my golf cart by the guy. Anyhow. Okay, anything else? Any public comments? Back to the table? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We move on to city manager's comments, sir.
Pound Road, the paving, they're still working on patching up the structure adjustments and installing mailboxes on Tuesday and Wednesday. So the final wearing course is probably going to be on the end of the week, possibly Thursday and Friday versus, I think I put out Wednesday in the weekly, but it appears that they're still working on some of the structure adjustment and still doing mailbox installations, so they want to get that done before they put the wearing course down. Just a side note, I did have a resident come in. I know, like the Friday that after they did the base level course, the resident came and just wanted to thank the local contractor that was doing the work up there. I know her and her neighbor, she mentioned, bought pizza for them on Friday.
Really?
It had a pizza party for those contractors that were out there on the job Friday for, as a thank you for always letting them out of their driveways or being accommodating. So I just wanted to pass that along. And then EMS, the bids came in and they will be moving forward on the project. I know they're conducting contractor interviews this week, and some of them today. They'll probably be moving to Old City Hall on Thursday, I believe.
Okay. Very good. Okay, moving on, council comments. Dennis?
I just want to say it was a great Good Old Days, and just want to congratulate everybody that ran the Good Old Days and volunteered, and then all the help that the city provided us with the police, DPW, everybody. They did a great job. Everything that I was associated with went very smoothly. So
yeah, very good. Yes, sir.
Well, I concur with Councilor LaFleur on that. Appreciate everybody who makes good old days happen. What a great event for the city. Also, Romeo and Richmond Run was, again, a lot of volunteers. Be great to see people coming together for that event. I hear that Councilor Green is turning 25 again today.
Really?
Yes. I'm not sure how many times she's turned 25, but possibly once or twice.
Thank you.
But happy birthday, Councilor Green.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And as the city manager mentioned, a lot of people on Pound, including myself, are happy with the contractors, how they worked with the residents, and with a few parts that they couldn't help. It was curbs and things like that. It wasn't as bad as it probably could have been. The only issue now is that because it is improved, we have a speeding issue down there. So I think we're going to need to have some selective enforcement by police to remind people that it is a residential street, and I think we need to start discussing potential stop sign at Karen and Pound Road.
Very good. John?
I have nothing.
Emily?
I just wanted to touch on the Pound Road. So have the residents received the recycling bins?
I believe they have been put out, but I'll verify that. Yeah.
Okay. Just had a few questions about that. And also, wonderful good old days and wonderful Romeo to Richmond race. That's all.
Jamie?
I just want to comment on, going to the park, you couldn't even tell that we had a festival there. It is so clean. And the drainage that they did on the field, like the area, worked. I'm shocked at how great of shape the field is in and how successful that turned out with where the tent was, the millings, how it all worked out. And just walking downtown, it's amazing that you didn't even know that thousands and thousands of people were here that weekend. So kudos to everybody who cleaned up. Fantastic job.
Very good. Michael?
I concur.
Yeah, yes, I concur with all of you too. Again, I'll get up on my soapbox. The city was so helpful. All the volunteers, all the organizations involved, the sponsors were fabulous. Henry Ford came to our rescue at the last minute for the fireworks. Definitely being part of our community. But just all of our sponsors in town have done a super job supporting the festival, which gives us more time and gives us some monies that we can do the things that we did with the drainage and through the DPW, through the city. Good old days paid for it, but it was their expertise that got it done for us. And also the contractor being able to work with us with the millings and whatnot. So it stepped us up, and we had a good year. We won't know for probably 3 months where we're at financially. It was not a record-breaking year. The weather was not very cooperative. There were great times. Sunday was a great day overall. But it was a good year as far as the smiles that I saw and the memories that were made, and that's what it's all about. We all worked hard together to show just how great of a community Richmond really is. So I was very proud of everybody this year, and it was, Dennis said it, smooth. The smoothest in my 28 years as chairman, the smoothest it's ever gone, and that's because of all the people that work hard on it. Many of them sitting at this table right now, that did an outstanding job this past year. So anyhow, it was a great time, and we hope to do it again next year, And we're always open for volunteers, always. Anybody that cares to come forward, so. Okay, and also, we go to the calendar. Today being the 19th, the south end will be recycling tomorrow on the 20th, and the 27th, the north end will be recycling. The Planning Commission will be meeting this Thursday at 7 o'clock right here at City Hall. I believe we have the county coming back and doing some more of the demographics and whatnot for our master plan. The TIFA will meet on the 28th at 7 o'clock here at City Hall. And the Streetscape Committee will be meeting at 6 o'clock on the 29th here at City Hall. The next regular scheduled City Council meeting is scheduled for October 3rd. Homecoming the parade is Friday the 7th. And the homecoming dance and whatnot festivities will be on the 8th. We're missing something. We're forgetting something. Boy, I just went right through what it was that we also had.
Scarecrow?
What is it?
The Scarecrow?
Tomorrow's the deadline. to
Yeah,
get
when
your
is that?
Applications, and tomorrow.
Tomorrow is
the
for the
deadline.
Scarecrow applications. Yeah, I don't have that in front of me, any of those things in front of me right now. But it seems like there was also something
Blood
else.
drive, October 3rd at Dick Hovar's.
The what?
The blood drive at Hovar's.
Blood drive, I saw that in our packet. Yeah, there's a blood drive at Dick Huvar's dealership. Seems like there was something else, but that we had going on yet. Well, if we think about it, we'll bring it up at another time. Okay, we move on to closed session. We need a motion to go into closed session for our patrol officer's contract. Is there a motion?
Move to convene into closed session in accordance with Section 8C of the Michigan Open Meetings Act, Public Act 267 of 1976, as amended for strategy negotiations, concessions, connected to the negotiation of a collective bargaining agreement if either party requests a closed hearing.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Any discussion? Being not, motion, a roll call vote would be necessary.
Green,
Yes.
LaFour,
Yes.
Mistravich.
Yes.
Ricks.
Yes.
Warren,
Yes.
Yarrick,
Yes.
Allen.
Yes.
Motion passes. We will go into closed session. Okay, we need a motion to reconvene into open session
Make a motion to reconvene into open session.
Support.
at 7:55. No,
Oh,
7:55
no,
on your motion.
7:55.
Okay.
At 7:55, sorry.
All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
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 Against? Motion does pass. We move on to other business, which we have contract consideration. Mr. City Manager?
There's a motion at the bottom of the blue sheet, if council's so willing.
Okay, is there a motion?
Move to approve the tentative agreement with the Police Officer Association of Michigan Patrol Officers.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. Discussion? Looks like we have a fair contract that's been TA'd by our employees, and we're happy that we can all work together on this contract, given the times. Thank the administration and the employees and the union for working this all out. Any other comments? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Do we need a roll call on that for any reason? Okay, very good. All right, moving on. There is no other business to the council. Motion to adjourn will be in order.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Support.
It's been made and supported. There is no discussion on the motion. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Aye.